Jesus Christ, that's steep. My last video, I was cycling around Lake Annecy, this lake, on a tourist bike with basket. And now I'm doing it on a carbon road bike, but I'm going up a col. It's gonna be a very hot day. It's gonna be a very steep col. Ooh. Those peaks look pretty big. Pretty big. So Col de Forclaz, one of the major cols, major climbs in the area. And it has a spectacular view of the whole lake from the top of it or somewhere around there. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. Quite different from the pretty much flat lake loop. I've already done the hill of the lake loop. Whew. I wish it was a bit cooler. Oh my god, why is it so humid? Why? It hasn't been humid at all. It's so humid. Okay, so now I'm leaving the lake loop, which I did in the last video, and I'm turning off up into the mountains to go and tackle Col de Forclaz. Not gonna lie, sort of regretting the temperature, but it's June, it's France. It was 33 degrees yesterday, so today is supposed to be max 25, 26, but this humidity is making it feel a hell of a lot hotter than that. Whew. This is a nice switchback climb. I mean, the views already are absolutely exceptional. Just first little viewpoint on the ascent at the very beginning of the ascent of the col. I mean, I've already been climbing since the lake, which is down there. And yet this is only just the beginning of the col itself. Jesus Christ, that's steep. Pretty sure I've seen a couple of pro female riders coming down Forclaz, which is nice to see. So you might recognise the word Forclaz, which has a Z on the end, from Decathlon's range of hiking gear. Which is now being merged into another brand, but you'll still see Forclaz around. And I don't know if it's named after this pass or this town, although Decathlon itself is based quite close to here in Passy, but as far as I'm aware, the word Forclaz itself means like little fork, and it's kind of used to mean col, like a narrow gap between peaks. At least that's what it says on Decathlon's website. So 10% gradient coming up. Where I live there are no switchbacks, so you get some hills 15, 16, 17, 20%. They're not uncommon on Dartmoor or down in Cornwall. Switchbacks make that a lot easier, but that's what I was gonna say before I hit this spicy bit of 10%. We're over 900 metres of elevation. It's too hot, man. I've got sweat in my eyes. This is absolutely brutal. And in this heat, Oh boy. Oh my god. I think I'm almost there. Shit on it. It is so hot. I'm so sweaty. I left Annecy an hour and 50 minutes ago, and I think this is it. And I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Col de la Forclaz. Well, that was an incredibly tough climb, incredibly hot, but the view from the top is outstanding. There are quite a few cafes up there as well, and there's one cafe that just has the best view of all. But almost instantaneously, going from 100 degrees, like literally sweating out my eyeballs, I'm now getting chilled because there's a breeze, a very, very light breeze, and it's just wicking all the sweat away. And oh, this is going to be a chilly descent, I think, and a spectacular one, although I can't film it because, see, that would be incredibly dangerous. What a descent that was! Oh my god, why is my bike making so much noise? That was epic. All is good in the world again after a nice flat white. So now I've cycled around Lake Annecy in two different ways. Firstly, in this video where I hired a tourist bike with a basket, and then obviously in this video right here where I hired a carbon road bike. I had such a good time riding the tourist bike, and that was obviously not exactly the same route because I didn't go up Col de la Forclaz. That would have been insane. But I had such a nice time because I just meandered around. I went way faster than I would have done had I not had a class to get back for, but it was still just really quite laid back, a really, really beautiful route. You certainly do not need a better bike than the one I was riding at all. So whatever the higher place that is closest to where I was staying in Annecy, that will be fine. I really enjoyed having the basket on the front as well because I could just chuck my bag in there. I didn't need any cycling stuff. I was wearing my bib shorts because it's still 40 kilometers, but the seat was really, really padded. It was a very, very soft seat, so it was actually really comfortable. You'd probably be all right. I would never suggest you wear trousers or shorts with really thick seams, even with those saddles, but you could probably get away without wearing bib shorts on them. Most people are not wearing bib shorts, so it really depends on your preference. But when you just get tourists riding around, obviously they didn't bring their bib shorts with them. They probably don't even own any. So I wore those because I had them with me and pourquoi pas. But then I just wore an ordinary t-shirt and it was very laid back, very chill, had a absolute blast. If you just want to cycle down the lake to another park beach place, then again, that is the perfect way to do it. Just hire a cheap bike, cycle on down there. The city also has like Boris bikes, so electric bikes that you rent on the app for, I don't know how much it is. It's not very much a day, I don't think, or per hour or whatever. So they have baskets on as well, and you can just hire one of those all over the place and then trundle around. Loads of people do that. So that's another option. but I really enjoyed cycling around the lake on the tourist bike, and then cycling up Forclaz on this ride. Oh my God, it was amazing. And it does make a huge difference, even excluding the col itself. It does make a huge difference cycling even just around the lake. On a road bike, you're obviously going faster, it's easier, there's, you know, less resistance for you, your tyres are skinnier. It was not a comfortable saddle at all, it was extremely hard, but the bike itself was lush, gears changed beautifully, brakes fine, everything was fine. It made some rattling noises occasionally and there was a little bit of brake rub, but it sorted itself out. So 2 different bikes for 2 different purposes really. You definitely don't need a carbon road bike to cycle around the lake. That would be preposterous. Hire a cheap tourist bike, get a basket, have a nice time. If you want to do one of the cols, there are quite a few, or go on a longer ride, definitely hire a nice bike because you're gonna run into some serious hills. Thanks for coming with me on this one, and I really hope that you also love the beautiful views of Annecy and its lake. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing because it massively helps me keep making these videos and reach more people to help everyone cycle more. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.